Welcome. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a while. And here we are. It's me and the camera, the way I love it. Usually the videographer will be behind the camera, but I'm having a little bit of, stage fright, which is funny because I do this really often. But I don't know, man. It's different I think it's different when I know somebody. It's different when I know somebody and I just start to shiver up. But we're here today because I wanted to talk a little bit about my career and a little bit of what I do. And God willing, God blessed me with opportunities, and I've seized opportunities here and there. Not every opportunity, but that's cool. But Oprah Winfrey, do get a car. You know what I'm saying? I was actually blessed with being on a movie set on the Oprah Winfrey network. Yeah. And although I have one scene, one tiny, más pequeño scene, but it's all good, and I tend to lose track of how thankful I am sometimes. But then I pick myself back up and I'm like, I'm in this position for a reason. I didn't just fluke myself into it, something I don't want, and it's all good. But essentially, this movie comes out. Actually, today is, I don't know why I looked at my watch, this still works. But today is Friday, December 20th. It actually comes out tomorrow, Saturday, December 21st. It's a Christmas movie, as you may or may not imagine, yeah? So it's like it's a little Christmas movie. It's called 24, so 24 karat Christmas? Yeah, that's what it's called. So it's called a 24 karat Christmas. And it's just crazy, absolutely insane, because it was actually a full circle moment. You get it? Actually, so essentially what happened was 3 years ago, I was on a background set for the same producers, I don't know if it was same directors, but definitely same producers, same production company, and big names of the actors. You guys may or may not know them. Val Ellis was one of them. He co-starred with Eva Marcille, and it was called A Christmas Fumble. And I backgrounded on that one. And then fast forward the next year, the next Christmas movie that they did, I also was a background on that one, which co-starred Jamie Calica, which is Jaime Calica. He actually might see this if you see the shout, you know what I'm saying? The good guy, man. And I remember I had a conversation with him and whatnot, and I ended up just meeting up with him, and we ended up talking, and he gave me advice here and there. Boom! The next year, I ended up booking a film. Maybe actually that was 2022, 2021. Yeah, I think I booked it. Well, I know I booked it this year in May. And I remember the audition coming in, and I'm like, this is my opportunity to seize the moment. Because I had never gotten a audition request to actually be casted for the movie, So when I see it, I said, oh my goodness, let me actually find it. I'll show you guys what it actually read. The description read this, okay? This is my role description. Male, 20s, black. So this is the description when they're casting for somebody. You know what I mean? Male, 20s, black. Aaron is an efficient delivery guy who shows up at Put a Ring on It, and it deals with a flustered Trish who continues piling stacks on boxes onto his arms. Actor, SOC. Now, SOC essentially means silent on camera. So basically, as you can imagine, my audition didn't actually take any words, which you may or may not think that it's actually easier, but I promise you, I think some of those can actually be more difficult. Because you have to express yourself without using your words. Like it's face, body language, eye line, eyesight, like so many things, like subtle things too. And it's like, you're acting, you're gonna be part of a project. You don't wanna be like doing the craziest things. You get it? Something like that. It's not crazy like that. It's too big, for the moment. So it's subtle sometimes. Sometimes it calls for bigger. Sometimes they say we want over the top in the description. Sometimes they say minimalist, whatever it might be. So I do the audition, and essentially my audition was I had to pack boxes onto myself, walk in, and I'm like kind of like fuzzled because she's stressed and I could tell she's stressed. Very much so. And I remember actually like looking over like some past Christmas movies that production had, and I was like, okay, let me just do it. I put a little bit of Christmas music in the back, yeah, something just a little naturally, and I went on with it. I stacked the boxes myself because I actually always audition myself, and what I'll do is I'll record myself. Like if there's lines, I'll record myself on a different device, play the lines on that device, and then I'll time it in my brain. It's very complicated the way I do it, I'm not gonna lie. I'll time it in my brain how long I think my response will take so that the gaps aren't like either overlapping or too long. You know what I'm saying? And so basically I did that one and it was successful. I get another callback, and that was like maybe, I think the date that I got that audition or the date it was due was April 23rd, 2024. And May 1st, if I'm not mistaken, is when I got the callback. And it said director select. And I said, something like that is something good, you know? So something they like me. And at that point, they've seen auditions, they've done their thing. And I'm like, all right, I have a real chance of bagging this. Like real chance. So I went, I did it again. And they liked what they saw. Boom, right away. They sent, not right away, but they sent an email. Took a screenshot here. Give me a second. They said, we are pleased to be making an offer to them in Project 24 Karat Christmas shooting in Ottawa. Details below and the script is attached. We do not have a tentative dudes at this time. Now, this is where I started to really panicking because the script was 100 páginas, 100 pages, guys. And I was like, what the hell? But then I'm like, wait, hold on. I don't even have any lines for real. I'm just in one scene. I'm like kind of like the turning point in the movie. So like, I'm like, okay, so why am I stressing? But then I read through the whole thing just to kind of get a better understanding of the roles, the mood. Like you kind of want to do that. You don't want to just come in for your day, for your part, and then clock out. You kind of want to understand everything, right? And so I remember reading it, and then they're like, yo, we're gonna have a group read. I said, how do you even a group read? People are here from New York, other from LA, other from Vancouver. It's like, it's a little bit confusing, but they ended up doing a read on Zoom. I remember I was at work and I'm like, yo, James, my GM, I'm like, listen, Curdy, I just bagged the movie and that. You need a lot of to, you know, get a little on-in going on. And he's like, yo, go ahead, do your thing. And I was sitting at a table, 211, for whoever knows my Joey people, 211. And I was there for like an hour. And the craziest part is, the second edit of it had a line for me. I had one line. It was short. It was like more so like reactionary line. And I was like, yo, like this is like, this is my time to shine, you know? And I was like, well, I'm gonna get a shot. And I did it. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. And then when we're doing the reads, the director, or I don't know who exactly it was, honestly, I can't remember, but they didn't realize I was in the Zoom. So they read my line for me as I'm reading as well. They're like, oh, sorry, didn't realize you were here. No worries, like, it's my first time here. I'm not insulted, don't worry. If anything, thank you for even covering my black ass. I wasn't able to make it. And boom, did that. And then we shot I think it was like a week or two later, met the cast. And yo, I gotta say, whenever the cast, the crew, and like the workers are cool and like you can rock with them, it actually makes a huge difference. Like it makes you much more comfortable in your own skin. It makes it easier to get into character, and because like you establish some type of relationship. Now, mind you, they're on set. Some of these people were on set for 14 days. I was only on set for that one day. I was only here for one scene, so one day on set, and I was able, like, we had lunch together. Even one of the actresses was like, yo, like it's better when we actually rock with the crew. So like, thank you for being cool. Are you talking to me? You telling me thank you for being cool? Oh, Jesus is good. God is great even. And I'm like, yo. And then I remember her telling me, because I was confiding now, I'm like, yo, like, I don't know if I'm gonna have a line, or if I'm just gonna be SOC. And she's like, she looks at me Like, and in no way was she trying to hit on me, but she goes, you might be a little too good looking for that. And I'm like, huh? Like, how do you mean? What does that even mean? And she's telling me because I'm out of 12, there were 12 actors selected to be part of this movie out of however many audition. I don't know, it could be 100, it could be 50, it could be 200, whatever it might be, right? And out of 12, I was 11. So 1 is the principal lead actor, 2 could also be lead or supporting, whatever, 3, and so on and so forth. I was 11, right? And if 11 is like more good looking, which I wasn't, and I'm not trying to say that, but like if it would take away the attention from any of the main actors in any way, whether it's like stupid tall, it wouldn't like serve as a good purpose. So that's what she was trying to tell me, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of crazy. I never really thought about that, you know. But it ended up working out, and I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna fill in as many lines as I can. So I think I had one line that said hello or some type of greeting or something like that, and afterwards I even fixed in a little Merry Christmas. You know, I did my thing, whatever. I was getting the boxes stacked, and I'm not gonna lie, it was actually muy difícil. I had boxes here, and she's like stacking them onto me, maybe like I'd say like 8 to 9 boxes, and I actually had to hold them all, and I couldn't drop them.
Where's the harm in that?
None, unless you want there to be.
Oh, what's that? Yes.
Okay,
Oopsies.
yeah, let me know.
No.
What happened?
I
Okay.
slept a little bit.
Merry Christmas.
Hi. We were just getting the last boxes for you. Hey, how about we start with the big one? Here you go. Thank you so much. Here you go. Special. This one right here. This one here, and last one.
Yep.
Perfect. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too.
Thank you.
So when we're doing take after take after take after take, B-side camera, A-side camera, we're flipping the whole room so that there's over the shoulder view and everything. And I'm like, yo, like this is not easy. And I remember the director actually like said, yo, honestly, thank you for actually being able to carry all those boxes at once. Like, cause if you weren't able to, it wouldn't have been so easy. And I'm like, yo, my brother, he's a mover, you know, like we used to move and all of that. So that's what kind of helped me with that. And boom, we did that, and it was good. It was good. So yeah, and this is actually, I have one funny story. One funny thing I actually want to mention. When Deval Ellis and Eva Marcille shot for a Christmas Fumble, Eva Marcille and Deval, honestly, but I didn't really know Deval at the time, but Eva Marcille would come to the restaurant, to Joey, like almost every day, like to eat. Like it was like one of their favorite spots. And the last day she brought the crew, the crew with her to kind of like celebrate whatever. And she kept telling people on set like, oh, yo, there's this black guy, Congolese, his name is Prosper. He moves like a Congolese man, like essentially, you know, like the hips, move the hips, something like that one. And I was like, yo, what? So she would talk about me, and she's like, yo, like people know you, like some people know of you, whatever, and all that. And I thought she was just gassing, you know? Fast forward 2 years now, 2 or 3 years, whatever the time frame is. So yeah, I come in for hair and makeup, and one of the ladies, I tell them, yo, my name's Prosper. And they're like, oh, like that seems familiar, whatever, and then she ends up figuring out that I work at Joey. And she goes, wait, you're Prosper from Joey? I'm like, lentamente, please. Despacito. What do you mean you're Prosper from Joey? What is that supposed to mean? She goes, yo, like 2 years ago when Eva Marcille was shooting for a Christmas Fumble, she kept telling us, this is guy from Joey's, and it's Prosper. He uses it. Can you do the dance move? I'm like, what? You want me to get up right now and just start moving my hips? Like, well, I'm not. So I said, okay, let's do it. You know, something like that one. And I'm like, yo, this was crazy. And it was just a full circle moment. And I actually I remember after that, I went in one of the rooms to get changed. And I actually just prayed. I was actually like, thank God for this. Like, this is actually a blessing. And I did not want to take it for granted. And although it can be easy to focus on the next one and not really like take a moment to actually like sit in and sink into this, I was like, nah, this one I really gotta make sure I'm doing, because it's actually a huge opportunity. So it's a movie on the Oprah Winfrey network. Like, Oprah can see this. I'm not saying that she will, but who's to say that she won't? I feel like if I had a movie network named after me, like I would probably watch all the movies that came out on it and see what's going on with my directors, my producers, and my actors. So to me, it was huge. It was very huge. I was very, very humbled, and I'm actually not excited to watch it though. I'm not gonna lie. I have difficulties watching myself, whether it's commercials, whether it's movies, and like shows, whatever it could be. And I think it's because like I critique myself, and like I feel like other people will critique me as well. But it's like, like at the end of the day, like I'm only been doing this for a couple of years. I'm always gonna be better than another project. I'm gonna fit in a role better than I will in a different role. It is what it is. But I think I'm gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna watch it. Might even post a reel. You know what? I'm gonna hold myself accountable here. I'm gonna set up a reel for when I actually watch the movie, and I'm gonna post it. That's mark my words. This is a promise I'm making to myself. I need to start applying pressure, But yeah, that's about it.